The disposition reporting module is a very useful part of the TerraMaps application. Now, if you're familiar with doing anything like generating land status reports or running glimpse searches to try and understand the activity or the land holdings within a region, you can have a better idea of what the use of this disposition reporting tool is. But if you haven't done those things and you still want to potentially use this this tool, I would say continue watching this video, and I'll show you really why you'd want to utilize this tool, as it's actually a very valuable part of the TerraMaps application. So what it is what we're querying is all the dispositional data and private pit data in our data sets. So if we look down the bottom right here, we can see there's over 327,000 records of data that we're querying. And what we can actually filter down by is we can search by company, filter by type, the disposition's actual number. So if you have a particular number you're trying to look up, you can just type that in. If you want to filter by the status, you can do that. If you want to filter by purpose, you can sort by acres. You can't search by acres, but you can sort it. You can also search by the applied date, the effective date, expiry date, and I'll show you some tricks to utilizing these search tools here. And then you can also type in the particular municipality, so you can search by, say, I want to only see things happening in MD of Greenview. You can type that in and see what's happening. You also have a quick filter up here. So this is a time filter. So by default, it's set on all, but you can also filter down by 30 days or 90 days. So you can see what's activity that's been happening within those time frames as well. So it gives you some quick filters you can apply. So let's start by searching, say, by company. And not like trying to pick on anyone in particular, but let's say like we look up Suncor because they got lots of dispositions. So here we can see there's, just by typing in Suncor, it's filtered within seconds, and we can see they have 1,800 records, so 1,800 dispositions related or owned by Suncor Energy. If we're, say, only interested in particular dispositions, whether we're interested in SMEs, we could say, okay, I'm only interested in SMEs, so type SME into the type. Okay, so now we filtered down from that 327,000 records down to 14. And what else can we maybe filter this down by? Because we're really only interested in maybe active dispositions or applications. So like what we can do is we can just start typing A. And we want to say we're only interested in application. So here we have all the dispositions for SMEs that are in application, right? And we have the date that they were applied, the region, the municipality they were applied for, and the number of acres that they were submitted for. And of course, their disposition numbers. If at this point we want to print off a report or export the information, you can click print. That'll generate it'll open up another tab. I'll do that right now just to show you. So when you click print, if it doesn't open another tab, again, it probably means that your pop-up blocker's blocked it. So you want to go into your security settings and make sure under pop-ups and redirects it says allow. If it doesn't say allow, just change that, and then close your security settings and click print again, and it should open up this tab. And here you see you have a land status report, and it provides the information that you've seen on the reporting tool there. And you have all the details there, and you can export that information in a PDF, just print it like that, or you can create a CSV file. So if you click export, it'll print that information into a CSV file as well. Now, say I'm not interested in just Suncor. I'm interested in all SME applications. Let's say I'm also interested in what's been applied for in 2019. So if I want to search by a particular year, I can literally just type in that year into the applied date, and I can see, okay, well, who's had applications 2019 relating to an SME application. And if I want to then even filter down and say, well, I'm only interested in, say, applications that were submitted in September. so 09. So here we go. We can see all the companies that applied for dispositions in September of 2019. And we can see what municipality they applied for them in. Now, this is one way you could filter down by date. You can also say, I'm maybe not interested in SMEs. I'm interested in SMLs. Type SML in there. And I'm interested in SMLs that became effective in 2019. Oh, we have an application. So this is the other thing. If you think there should be a result and it's not appearing, you want to check these boxes because you might have left something in one of the boxes. So if we clear that one, we can see all the different SMLs that became effective in 2019. So in total, 37 records. Now you can see in the purpose, well, maybe I'm not interested in non-manufacturing clay. Maybe I'm only interested in sand and gravel or gravel. Now say if I'm mostly interested in gravel, you can type gravel in. And what it'll do is it'll also include the sand and gravel sites, right? So that's how you can quickly filter that as well. You can now see we're at 22 records. Now, maybe I'm not interested in the entire province because I only operate in a certain region. Let's say I only operate in the MD of Greenview. Well, I'm not sure how much activity, but let's say I'm only interested in MD of Greenview. So you can copy that, paste that in there. Now we're filtering down by who got applications approved for SMLs in 2019 for gravel in the MD of Greenview. And this is who got approvals. And you can see the acreage there and all that. So it's a very quick and easy way of understanding, well, who's got approvals and who's operating in the areas, keeping up to date. Now you could run these reports as often as you want. Because we don't charge to query the database in this fashion, you can just do this as much as you want. We don't limit it. Let's say I'm now not interested in SMLs. Let's say I'm interested in MSLs, so well leases. And there shouldn't be any sand and gravel MSLs, but let's get rid of that one. So yeah, we got well sites. So let's say we want to see how many well sites were applied for in the MD of Greenview. So in all time, there was 11,755 dispositions, MSL dispositions applied for in the MD of Greenview. Now, if you're again thinking like, well, I'm only interested in what's been happening, what happened in 2019, because I want to know what the market's looking like and who maybe my potential clients or who I should be talking to in terms of maybe they need some well pads established, or maybe they might need some trees cleared, all that kind of stuff. You can now get a list of your client base, and this can help with maybe your marketing division, or if you're understanding like, well, what kind of activity is there. So here we have 514 records. Again, if you want to export this data to a CSV file and open up in Excel and store it on your own computer, you can do that. If you want to print it, email it your team and say, okay, these are who I think we should target. You can do that as well. Now, one thing you can also do is you can, I mentioned you can sort by these headings as well. So if you click on company, it'll sort it. So here you can see it's sorted A to Z. And if you click it again, it'll filter it Z to A. And it's not just company you can do that with. And if you click it again, it'll remove the sorting feature. If you want to say filter it or sort it by applied date, you can click applied date, effective date, all those types of things. So this is that's kind of a quick run through of the disposition reporting tool. Again, there's lots of different ways you could use it, but the primary way is to generally get an idea of what's happening. And even if you're just utilizing it to understand what your company holds and maybe checking in on your expiry dates, do we have anything expiring this year or next year? Like what do we have to plan for the next couple of years to make sure that we're staying on board of what's happening? Or maybe you're just interested in what's happening with your application. Was it actually approved? Is it in the system as being approved? Or is it still sitting in application stage, right? So these are the different things and ways you could potentially use the disposition reporting tool. Again, if you have any questions or if you have any ideas of how, you're thinking like, well, I'd really like to be able to do this with a tool too. Of course, we're always willing to take suggestions on what we can do to make the tool better to use for the end user. So yeah, of course, provide that feedback to us. And, again, if you have any questions or you need any assistance in using the tools that we've developed here, feel free to give us a call and we'll do our best to walk you through how to utilize it.